Be happy.
Welcome to Blue Hawaiian Helicopters. I'm pilot Kristi. We're now recording. Everybody wave. It's that camera right in front of Nikki, who's about to graduate high school tomorrow. Kind of a big deal. And we got Mom over there. Denise, welcome. Mark, Meredith, and Grandma Marcia right there. Welcome aboard. Blue Hawaiian. Kristi, just sit back. I'm calling tower now. You're going to hear all of it. But I'll turn it off in a minute because you got to enjoy the music. Once we take off, it's going to be about 3 minutes before I can say anything.
Be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
Small turn coming up right here. Alright, family, first little beach we're going to talk about is the one coming up here to the left. This is the Ala Moana Beach Park, as you know already, family. Very popular for surfing and stand-up paddleboarding. But Grandma Marcia, what you may not know is behind that construction is the Ala Moana Mall. It's the world's largest open-air mall. World's largest. Denise loves it. We have Magic Island right here, very popular for snorkeling. Now, if anybody's ever seen Gilligan's Island, guess where they set sail from? Right here, Alawai Harbor is where they set sail from.
And those pretty red lips.
Then, of course, the hotel, the Hilton Hawaiian Village, is the one right here with the orange on the side of it, where tonight, as you know, has the fireworks display every Friday night. 7:30, 7:45, come right out here and enjoy those fireworks. Now, Denise, I'm about to do a turn. You just hold on to that handle, and you're going to be just fine. You're going to be good. You're good. But I'm going to put Waikiki out Mark's side so he can see it real quick. Although he's seen it already. Here is your Waikiki. Denise, you're fine, baby. Look over there to the right-hand side. Look out the right. Look out the right, baby. Look at that. It doesn't get any better than that. Doesn't look this good from the ground, does it? Look at the color of the water. Oh. And of course, there's Diamond Head right in front of us. Very popular hike. Miss Meredith and Grandma Marcia. It takes about a half a mile to get up to the top of Diamond Head right there. I'm going to first put it out your side, and then I'm going to turn and put it out Denise's side so she can take some photos with that gigantic camera. I'm going to climb up a little bit so it's less bumpy. Now it's almost 800 feet in elevation where there's bunkers up there that give you beautiful views of the Waikiki I just showed you.
Honolulu, baby.
Isn't that gorgeous? Now you don't have to hike it, Miss Marcia. I just showed it to you. Off the bucket list. You're welcome. Let's do this little turn right here. Look at this water. Look at this. Is this not amazing?
Honolulu, baby.
But there's that. Oh, I just saw a camera flash. We're going to be on somebody's Snapchat here in just a minute. There's Diamond Head. Now, it was discovered by some British explorers that thought the shiny quartz rocks were diamonds, hence Diamond Head. There they are. Yep, waving at us. Butts, deep butts. Now that peninsula right past Diamond Crater that we have right off the right-hand side, that's called Black Point. Some of the most expensive real estate, as we know, is on that island right there, that little piece of the land right there. And of course, we know we got the town of Kahala right in front of us. The golf course you see is the Wailai Golf Course. Once I get over the waters of Hawaii Kai, I'm going to come down to about 800 feet. Now, family, look out in the distance. Do you see Molokai? That's why I'm telling you what a beautiful day. You know for a fact on a normal day you don't see Molokai like that. It was meant to be. Now those microphones are now turned on. Nikki Boo, hold it real close and push that button.
How's it going?
How's it going? How are you doing? How's your mama doing? Denise, how you doing?
Good.
Of course you are. You're doing fantastic. You got that gigantic camera. Oh, you're a rock star and you know it. Mark, what's up? It's in between you on the floor. Take your left hand down to the floor.
This is so beautiful.
Right?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. Now, Miss Marcia and Meredith, your microphone is in between you two. Yep, take your left hand, take it down, you're gonna find your microphone. Look at this. Doesn't look like this from the ground.
Not at all. Hi, Mike.
You know what, Denise? Just take it all in. Just take it all in. That's what it's here for.
Totally awesome.
Yes, ma'am, it is. Now, these waters are very popular for scuba diving and, of course, parasailing. And then we have that high ground way out in the distance. Denise can probably tell you that's Cocoa Head. Set of railroad tracks that go up the side of it, over 1,000 steps. Takes me 3 days to recover, so I don't hike it anymore. I just fly next to it.
I can totally understand that.
I don't hike it anymore, no. Good. Make a little bit of a right-hand turn because the town
Really gorgeous.
Oh, it gets better. You just wait. This is just the start. I got you for a whole hour.
Nice.
The town we have right here coming out the left-hand side, this is Hawaii Kai, one of our favorite little restaurants that we love to go to after hiking. This side is the Kona Brewing Company, right over there. Now here in a few moments, there, nope, now you can see it. See those railroad tracks that goes up Cocoa Head? Straight up.
Groove killer.
I'd rather eat ice cream. Enjoy it. Now, straight out in front of you, right there on the horizon, you can see the island of Molokai. As Denise can tell you, it has the world's largest sea cliffs on the north shores, 3,500 feet waterfalls, some of the most amazing waterfalls. But if you look past it, you're going to see the island of Maui. Look at that. You see it? It's not very often you can see this many islands from the helicopter.
How long does it take to fly to Maui?
Via helicopter, what, about an hour and 10 minutes? Airplane? That's about the same in an airplane.
Really? Okay.
Yep. Coming up right here out the left-hand side, this is Hanama Bay, and then here in a few moments you're going to see that little sea cave. I've actually scuba dived in this little sea cave. White-tip reef sharks like to swim around in there. Yep. Now, Miss Marcia, this used to be a volcanic tuff, but about 100,000 years ago, one side of it washed away, leaving us Hanama Bay. And this is one of the most popular places to go snorkeling. We've actually gone before, swim around with fish. Had our GoPros, remember? Taking selfies. I'm going to do some turns here in a moment. Now, it will be a little bit of an aggressive turn, like a roller coaster. Well, you want to take a picture of it, though? Okay, I'll make it a gentle one, so you can get that photo real quick, and then we'll go back. Okay, you ready? Got it. Don't worry about it. You got it. I got to show you. You got to take a picture of Hanauma Bay. I'll make it very gentle. Gentle. This is gentle. Get your camera ready. Tell me when you're ready, and I'll go back to the right. All right, you good? All right, back to the right. Woman, that's the easiest turn I've done in years.
I can vouch for that.
Goodness, isn't it beautiful? It's open every day but Tuesdays. I guess the turtles need a day off. I make that joke every time I fly. And I'm like, I guess the turtles need a day off. I'm going to climb up a little bit in altitude, but first we need to play Jack Johnson. You can't fly around Sandy's Beach without Jack Johnson. Here's a better look at that Cocoa Head. Now this road that's coming around off the left-hand side goes around about 70% of the island. I'll show you a little bit more of that. But I'm going to climb up to 1.5 because up next is Makapu'u Lighthouse.
Right.
Alright. And I'm going to put it out the right-hand side just for you, so you get that camera ready.
The heat was more than hungry, and the cars were square and spitting diesel fumes. The bulls were running wild because they're big and mean and sacred, and the children
Beautiful.
were playing cricket.
Perfect day, family.
Beautiful.
I'm telling you. Perfect day to fly. Nothing like last weekend. Oh, last weekend was miserable. Perfect.
Well, there we were.
Eat your heart out, Joe.
What's that? Alright, so there's Makapu'u Lighthouse right there. Very well switch vector. You start to see that lighthouse now. Get that camera ready. And there's Rabbit Island right past it. Oh, we got some paragliders out here as well. The bird sanctuary. I'm gonna look out for these paragliders. They don't have radios. I can't just tell them to move out of my way. Although I'd like to tell them to move out of my way.
You can always dive bomb them and scare the shit out of them. And below are the lava rocks that poured above my leg.
Yeah. Alright, Denise, you ready? I'm gonna make that gentle right-hand turn. There's your lighthouse. There's your mom and dad.
We bribed them with our cigarettes and booze.
Just say when, and we'll head to Bellows next.
The next morning we woke up, man, with the sunrise to the right. Moving back north to Port Blair, where boats break and children.
Good? Alright. Now let's go look at Sea Life Park here in just a moment.
Just the hose to heaven. Yes, and there were so many fewer questions when.
What's this rock we're flying over now?
This one, it's along with Rabbit Island. I don't know exactly what they call this one. Like Flat Rock we have up there. I don't know what they call this one. But the one coming out that we're flying right over is Bird Island. Or Rabbit Island. Now Denise, if you remember, Makapu'u Puka. The Magnum PI house or Robin's Nest is coming up out the left-hand side. Let me show you that. It's going to be, you're going to see a little bit of a boat, and you're going to see kind of a rock jetty, and you're going to see a house with a green roof that makes an L shape. That's Robin's Nest for you, right here. Right here, welcome to Waimanalo Bay. This is where Mark does a lot of helo casting, so he flies around here at like 10 feet, 10 knots off the water. People jump out the back. Also where Bellows is, right there, that training area. It used to be an Air Force base, but now it's just a training area that Mark can go plays around all the time.
Also known for having Portuguese Man Award, yeah?
Yes, during that time. But it's also, you may not have known this, in 1941 in the bombing of Pearl Harbor, the Japanese also bombed Bellows. I'm going to make a quick radio call. I'll be right back.
Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun.
those are the moaks that you have right out there. Of course, we're very familiar with that. That's why I told you to bring the big camera. My flight route takes me over here. But the one to the left-hand side of it has that beach that we kayaked out to, and then we walked around the other side of it and jumped off into that lagoon. Pretty awesome, isn't it? Right in front is Olamana, or Three Peaks. One of the two most dangerous hikes. Now, Denise, we can do this hike. I saw it on the Facebook yesterday. We could do it. I was waving at her too. I saw them all on Peak 1. I was waving. Now, what you may not know is Olamana was said to be the center of the Ko'olau volcano that formed the island of Oahu. I'm going to put Olamana out the right-hand side, and I'm going to fly down what the center of that volcano was. Now, when I get to the other side, it will be a little bumpy with turbulence. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But I want to show you Olamana, woman. Now, the third peak, the one that's closest to us right here, that is the most dangerous of the three. See, now you don't have to hike it, Denise. I'm just showing it to you. Oh, there's people on the first peak, the furthest one away. Oh, there's people on the third one right now, too. We'll wave at them. Alright, now these Ko'olaus, we're going to come over here and take a little sneak peek because Denise asked to see a couple of things. The first little one is going to be the Pali. That's where the Pali Lookout is, and also where the Pali Puka is that we hiked a couple of times. I think that was probably the first of the extreme hikes that we did. But there's three highways that's built through these Ko'olaus. We have the Pali, of course, is the one that's coming up. I'm going to put it right out your side, that Pali Lookout. Now you don't have to go to the lookout. You'll be like, Kristi showed me. I don't have to go anymore. But it gives you beautiful views of this whole windward side of the island.
From the mountain to the ocean,
Where do all the rich people live?
They live right out the right-hand side. That's Kailua, and that's also where President Obama and his family come every Christmas. They stay right there.
That's pretty.
It's beautiful. Right here's the Pali Lookout. And remember the Pali Puka right there.
You hiked up that mountain, Denise?
We sure did. We hiked up this side, and you're going to see a little hole right there. We hiked to that hole. Sure did.
You mean you crawled? You didn't hike?
Oh, no, she hiked. Oh, no, she hiked. Trust me, I was there. We have pictures proving. Now, the next one I'm going to show you is the Stairway to Heaven. There's the top of the Stairway to Heaven right there, Denise. It's clear today. Let's go.
One and done.
One and done. All right.
Yep, one and done. Mechanic 5 is flying right now.
Now right here, this is the H3 that we're flying on top of, and here in a few moments you're going to see that Stairway to Heaven. I'm going to try to do a turn, but it's all going to depend on the winds, Denise, but I'll do my best for you.
Somebody lives on top of that mountain right there.
Nope, it's just a satellite dish that the water department put up there.
I didn't know.
There it is. There's that stairway right there. See it?
Oh yeah, I see. That's cool.
Yep. There you go, Denise. There's your Stairway to Heaven. Now I'm going to head over the water. I want to show you the sandbar next. Now right out in front of us is the Kaneohe Sandbar. Depending on the time of the day, the water depth is anywhere from ankle deep to chest high. We love to go out here. This is where we swim with the turtles. Now there's some P3s out there. There's the Kaneohe Marine Corps Air Base. Where's my gunny? There's the Marines right there.
Kristi, what's this little island right here?
That's Coconut Island right there. Now that television show Gilligan's Island we talked about, that's where they did the aerial show, or the aerial shot for the Gilligan's Island. What you may not know is there's 17 people that live on that island, and the kids to go to school, they get put on a boat and sent over to the boat dock to go to school.
How about that?
Yep, pretty neat, isn't it?
God, there is no iPhone that could capture this.
Got a little P3 flying right underneath us. How awesome is that? We're in a helicopter and we got airplanes below us.
That was good for me. Was it good for you?
That was good for me. I made it a cigarette. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Let me hear you now. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
But there's that Kaneohe sandbar. It looks completely different from up here. This is all coral reef and sand right here.
Man, you better watch your feet.
There was a wedding out here about a month ago. You better believe I photobombed it. I came down low and I was like, hey, in the helicopter. You don't get that chance very often. There's another little P3 coming right here. Staring at it. You can't miss it. Smoking.
I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna go when the volcano.
Why is it smoking like that?
It's the fuel they use when they burn it. And right out in front, Chinaman's Hat. That is definitely on the to-do list for us to kayak out to Chinaman's Hat and hike up to the top of it. 220 feet to get to the top of that. There was somebody out there on my last tour. We're going to go wave at them and see if they're still there. But of course, a little ranch. You want to go zip lining or go horseback riding through what they call Jurassic Valley. But Denise, I'm about to take you in Jurassic Valley here in just a minute. And this is where the waterfalls are about to come into play.
Awesome.
Oop. Yep, make sure you get a good photo. Good? Alright, are they still there? No, they're not sitting on the top anymore. Alright, let's climb up a little bit. Let's go into valleys. It's going to be a little bumpy through here, just a little bit. It's actually really not that bad. Today is perfect weather. Now the next valley that I'm about to put out the right-hand side right here, this is the one that they call Ka'ava Valley or Jurassic Valley right here. I'm going to do a little turn real quick. Everybody get your cameras ready. There it is, that dirt road that runs right down the middle of the 51st States, that movie. That's the dirt road Adam Sandler parked on the side of with his little penguin that grabbed the attention of Drew Barrymore.
Good timing on the song.
Right? It's almost like I get paid to do this.
What?
What?
And Mark and I did the mud run right here.
Yes, you did. That's right. You did the mud run here. The Makiki Challenge.
Yeah, while you were flying over us.
I was waving at you just like this. Welcome to Kahana Valley right here. This is the wettest valley on the island. There's a little hike on the right-hand side that Denise did just a couple of weeks ago called Crouching Lion. It overlooks that Kahana Bay. You can actually get a camping permit and go camp out on that little bench.
That would be fun.
Yep. But it rains every day here. over 300 inches each year in this one valley of rain.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
In Nevada, we're lucky if we get 9 inches per year.
Are you serious? Oh,
Very serious.
Now right up in front, when it rains a lot, we have all kinds of waterfalls right through here. There's one I'm going to sneak a peek at real quick before we go into Sacred. I'm going to put it out the left-hand side for you. Going to be right in front. It's a little one. Every time I fly over here, I'm trying to find a way to get to it via hiking. Here it is right here. Got little step downs too. I don't know how to get there though. It doesn't look like there's a well-paved trail, so we may have to blaze that one. Know what I'm saying? But here's coming up Sacred Falls. I'm going to do a turn. Put it out the left-hand side, then do a turn and put it out the right-hand side. Brace yourself. I had this really cute little nice ladies that were with me yesterday. They were from the South. You know how they speak in the South? She was like, "Oh Lord, Kristi, you are pushing my limits right now," when I got in this valley. I slow down a little bit as well. And be coming up right out the left-hand side. There it is. All right. We ready to go to the North Shores next? Right. Done. Now all through on this side right here, this is all kind of different types of trees. We have evergreens right there in front of us, and then we have the kukui nuts that are coming out the left-hand side, the ones with the light green leaves. That's our state tree here in Hawaii. And the nut lays that you see gentlemen wear, they come from that tree. Now the road that we have coming out the right-hand side, that's that same road that goes around about 70% of the island. Love going around the island.
What number is it?
What number is this? Is it 99, the Kamehameha? Yeah, number 99.
Alright.
The town we have coming out the right-hand side is the town of Laie. Those buildings that you see with the tan roofs, that's your Polynesian Culture Center right there. Really neat little place if you get to go visit. There's also a BYU campus and a Mormon temple in that little town. Now in that movie, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, you remember that part where him and Mila Kunis go out to that part and they kind of jump off the cliff? That's the most western tip right there, Laie Point. I haven't put on my big girl pants yet and jumped off of that. It is on my to-do list.
Oh, don't do that now.
Now this whole area that we have coming up, this is all Mark's Playground in Chinooks. This is all a military training area right here. I'm going to fly over some of the fields that he goes and flies over and lands. Got some windmill farms here that help us with our energy costs. Maui and the Big Island also have them. But the next little town we have coming out the right-hand side, those are the Kahukus. Of course, you know those are shrimp farms. Giovanni's, best garlic shrimp on the island. seen any helicopters as far as like here in Canes or anything like that, but we're going to fly over a big green field, and that's where Mark does any kind of infields. He'll do paradrops, all kinds of stuff right here in this one little field. I'll put it out the left-hand side for you. About a month ago, I saw some Blackhawks hovering over these buildings with ropes out the side, people rappelling down the side. So I was flying with my tourist family, and I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to come to a hover over the building. You kick the doors open, you just jump out. Their eyes got like this big. I was like, I'm just good. I'm just good. Right here. That big field you see coming front left, that's Canes. One of the biggest places we do any training at right there. Now these satellite dishes, these little golf balls that you see coming out the left-hand side, they were actually something like that was here in 1941 during the bombing of Pearl Harbor. And they recognized the Japanese airplane but didn't say anything because they thought they were friendlies. They were there. And of course, you know, we got the Turtle Bay Resort coming out the right-hand side right there. Now, Nikki, right, that little lagoon that's coming right out this side, that second Hunger Game movie where they get airlifted into that water arena, it was actually filmed right there. But that's also one of our favorite beaches. And of course, you know the Turtle Bay Resort, that's where the movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall was filmed, parts of the television show Hawaii Five-0. Lucas, Melissa's son, that's where he came up here and filmed for a movie. That's also where the football players stayed when they were here for the Pro Bowl. They stayed right there.
Not a nice place to stay.
Not bad at all. Now if you look out the left-hand side, welcome to the North Shores of Oahu. Surfers call this 7 miles of heaven. 7 miles is some of the world's most famous surf breaks right here.
I bet that property is real expensive to live there.
What's that?
That property would be really expensive to buy right there.
Well, actually, believe it or not, some of the property here is pretty cheap, and the reason for that is the runoff. It's actually getting eroded away, and some of the houses are actually starting to come apart because the beach is eroding away.
That's too bad.
It is too bad. In fact, the waves were so big this past winter, there was one house that actually almost got washed away right down this road. As a matter of fact, they had to close the road for 2 days because the waves were so big that it was crashing over the road. Of course, we got Sunset Beach. That's the one where the sand meets the parking lot. Second jewel of the Triple Crown, as Nikki Boo knows. A little bit further down, you're going to see the Sunset Elementary School. That's the one with the silver roofs, all kind of in unison. Looks like little chiclets. Straight up from that, that's your famous Billabong pipeline. Looks completely different from up here. Of course, way out in the distance is Cayena Point. That's the only part of the island where there's no road. Here in a few moments, I'm going to show you Waimea Bay, where we had the Eddie Cow surf competition. Now we've got the Rocky Cove coming up out the left-hand side. That's Sharks Cove. Very popular for scuba diving and snorkeling. They say that they call it Sharks Cove because if you look on it, it's supposed to look like a shark. But I know for a fact there's sharks in there because I've scuba dived it and there's sharks in there. But I'm not going to tell my boss that. She's like, no, there's not. I was like, well, do you scuba dive? No, I do. But Waimea Bay coming up. I'm going to put it out the right-hand side. For Denise, that's where we had the Eddie Cow surf competition. My last flight day in the Army, as a matter of fact, February 25th. We had the 9th ever Eddie Cow in 30 years. Over 10,000 people were on that beach right there. And of course, Nikki loves to go and jump off that rock at Waimea Bay.
Really, Nikki?
She goes and she jumps off that rock. And it takes us hours to pull them kids off that rock. We're like, okay, we have to go. It's time. And they're like, no. And of course, the 7 miles of heaven continues all the way out the right-hand side with Chunks. And out in the distance, there's Haleiwa Harbor. Oh yeah, yep, there you go. That's Waimea Falls with the little baby waterfall. I already showed you the biggest waterfall. We're good. Bucket list item done. Of course, you know this is the Central Valley of Oahu right here. At the Waianae Mountains, which are now out the right-hand side. The highest point on Oahu is up there in those clouds, 4,000 feet. Now, Nikki Boo. Haleiwa Harbor, right over there. We're very familiar. There's a shark encounter there if you want to go in a boat. Go about 20 minutes out in the ocean to swim with sharks. And Kristi will go with you.
I won't go.
Oh, I will. I would love to do that. Oh my gosh, I would love to do that. And also skydiving. As soon as you turn 18, we can take you to Dillingham and take you skydiving.
That would be very interesting, I think.
Oh, I've done it. It's awesome. Mark, you did it with the Golden Knights too, didn't you?
Yep.
We did it with the Golden Knights, out of Chinooks, no less. Pretty amazing.
Yeah. Poor Mel got on the drop on that one too. He's always up front on those things.
Did he have to be pushed out?
No, I was strapped to a little Mexican that jumped out with me.
Up in front, you're going to start to make out those pineapple fields, the Dole Plantation. Then we're going to pass over Wheeler Armory Airfield, where Mark works, and we're going to wave at those Chinooks.
In the sky, also on the face.
Almost looks like Minecraft down there.
Minecraft right here. Well, this all used to be sugarcane, but now Maui is the only island that grows sugarcane, and they're actually going to close that down too. Unfortunately, they were bought out by a company in Mexico. Now, if you look right out the right-hand side, there's that Wailua coffee right there. The island of Kauai actually exports 390 million pounds of coffee. I never realized it was that much coffee. No wonder I don't drink Folgers anymore.
I like U-bands myself.
Now here's all the pineapple fields of the Dole Plantation. They all look a little bit different. Greens, orange, reds. The reasons for that is it takes 16 to 18 months to grow a single pineapple. So the Dole plants them at all different times of the year, so we always have fresh pineapple here. And we actually use 70% of all the pineapples in the Hawaiian Islands. I didn't know if you knew that. It's all the pina coladas I used to drink. And we got Makanikai 5 right in front of us right here. Old turd just cut me off. But that's not. Oh, shoot, we're recording. Don't tell anybody, I'm recording.
You said you met him, Kristi. Pretty good guy.
What's that?
You said you met him.
Yeah, he came and met me on the ramp and wanted to put a face to the voice, I guess, and introduced himself. There's the Dole Plantation. I'm going to put out the left-hand side so we can stare at that maze.
On a white sandy beach of Hawaii.
I won't buy anything except Dole.
Say again?
I always buy Dole pineapple.
Yeah, there you
favorite.
go. Right there. What was that, Denise?
Karen, I did the maze last summer.
Oh, nice. There's that maze right there.
The sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. The sound of the ocean rocks me all night long.
Gosh, everybody's talking. You Army people with your radio calls, you take 45 minutes to make one radio call. And Mark, don't you say anything, because I've flown with you, and I know you make 45-minute radio calls. Anyway, there's a flight of 7 coming up out the left-hand side. Apparently they're going to be landing here in just a minute. Looking for them. Oh, there they are, right there. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There you go. But, if you look right out in front of you, do I want to put it at the left or out the right? Where do we want to put Wheeler? Where do we want to put the Chinooks? Out the left side? All
Yeah,
right.
out the left side.
Here we go. There's a whole bunch of 53s coming in. 7 of them. Why are there 7 53s coming in? Anyway, there's Schofield Barracks out the right. And I'm going to put all the Chinooks that Mark flies out your side so you can take a picture of it. There's the hill climbers right there.
Oh, last night in my dreams,
Cheese and crackers.
we were there.
This is amazing. I can't believe I got this on video.
I know, very good.
On a white
But there's the Chinooks right underneath those gigantic 53s you see right there. Wow. Wow, this is amazing.
Looks like you do donuts on the runways. What's the white plate up ahead of us?
Oh, yeah, the Huey, that one is talking too. Yep. Wow. Alright. Here in a few moments, I'm going to have to turn the microphones back off because we're heading back into Honolulu. But up next, we're going to Pearl Harbor, so thank you again. Nikki, congratulations. Denise, I'm so happy you flew with me, and it was so great meeting you, family. So great meeting you. I'm going to have to turn the microphones off now. We're heading to Pearl Harbor next. I'll be right back with you.
I wish you were here with me, walking on the beach in Hawaii, laying on the golden sand.
And once I get past the town of Mililani, I'm going to come down to 1,000 feet. So if you do have any issues or anything with your ears as far as pressures, be sure to clear them.
Love is like the open sea.
You doing good, Denise? You're a rock star. Look at you. You're a pro. Why'd you wait so long?
On the beach in Hawaii,
Alright, gentle right hand turn, starting to come down.
since you've been gone away, I think about you every day. Don't you know I miss you much, and you know I need your touch. I'm on a rocky cliff. Oh, I wish you were here with me. On the beach in Hawaii. A little Pocololo, and I say mahalo. Ujjayi breathing
Now if you look right out front, we got 3 bodies of water. We got West Lock, Middle Lock, and East Lock. Of course, in Middle Lock is where those ships are right there. And then in East Lock is where Ford Island is.
and I wish you were here with me.
I'm going to come down a little bit more and slow down. I'm going to put the USS Utah out the left-hand side and then start the right-hand turn, putting the Arizona and Battleship Missouri out the right. And as long as there's no traffic behind me, I'm going to turn and put the Arizona out the left-hand side as well.
In Hawaii.
All right, family, they got us holding at the interchange. Sorry. Denise, I got to make a turn. Apparently there's a lot of traffic going on over there, so we got to wait. Mark, it also depends on like the controller. Like some controllers will put 4 helicopters over Ford Island. Some of them only put 1.
On the beach in Hawaii. I wish you were here with me. On the beach in Hawaii.
All right, we're cleared in. Let's do this. Now right out in front, you can start to make out Ford Island now, that grassy strip that runs through the middle of it. That was the runway. On this side of the island, in between these two piers, I'm going to put the half-sunken Utah shipyard out the left-hand side. Now if you start to look out the right-hand side, now you'll start to see the Arizona Memorial and the battleship Missouri. Now the interesting thing about these two is the way they face each other. They face each other. The Arizona was the beginning of the war with the bombing of Pearl Harbor, and the treaty that ended the war was actually signed on that battleship Missouri. And also a neat little fact is Nikki actually spent a night on that battleship Missouri last year. That battleship Missouri right there. Let me do a little turn. Put it out the left-hand side for you. Right here is Pearl Harbor right here. Oh, we got some nooks right down here below us. There's your battleship Missouri and the Arizona Memorial. See that, Miss Marcia, right there? Arizona Memorial. Alright, let's head back in, family. There's the Aloha Stadium where you're graduating tomorrow. Have a big deal. Tearing up yet? I am. Not even my child. Alright, I'll be right back with you once we land, family. I'm not supposed to talk in the airport.
Okay, this one's for Gabby.
I'm supposed to talk right now, but there's going to be a little bit of a sharp left-hand turn right here. Just a little bit. I'll make it gentle. Make it a little bit. We're almost there.
Where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly. trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see
Welcome back, family. See? Yeah! Right, yeah! Woo! 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 If I knew how to whistle, I would whistle. There we go.